Yo, welcome to Spectator Sporting. I'm Zach Roach along with my partner, Mr. Ali Wally. Today we got a big show for you today. We got a Bears, mid-season, almost over season review. Right. And to help us out there, we got Coach Marcus Floyd with us. Let's just get right into it. The Chicago Bears right now are 3-10. Not the best record. Almost the worst record. Right now, if the season ended today, we'll be the number 2 pick. So really not that good. But this might be a couple bright spots on the team looking forward to the future. We can talk about Ryan Poles, the quarterback. We're going to start with the quarterback. Coach, help me out. So going into this season, we was like, is Justin Fields good? Is he good? Can he play? So now that we're 13 games into this season, what have you seen from Justin Fields, and do you think he's the guy?
All right, I'm a big fan of the Colin Cowherd, and Colin Cowherd has came up with an evaluation system that says by Thanksgiving of year 2, you need to be saying, could this guy play or could he not play? You don't even get a full 2 years now. You don't even get a full 2 years now, and so you need to determine by Thanksgiving. And I think by Thanksgiving we definitely was wowed by the amazement of Justin Fields. If I was to give a grade, I would definitely give a grade as an A-.
Ooh, okay.
I would give a grade as an A-.
I didn't think he was gonna.
He's doing things on a historic level. I know Adi is going to come with some statistics that we've never seen before, but he is definitely past the eye test. He's definitely have passed the eye test. He is QB1 in Chicago for our Chicago Bears, and I don't know if we could have said that for a long time.
Right.
He's QB1. He's QB1 of the future. I put a minus there though. It's a number that really bothers me, and that's the 61.7, and that's his completion percentage.
Yeah.
That's his, and he's coming off on against the Packer game where he had his highest completion percentage, so that number raised, and hopefully he's going to progress and he's ascending. I would like to see him with a higher completion rate. If we could get to that 65, if we could get the 70 is great, but if we could get to that 65 completion percentage, then he will be at an AA+. But could he play football? Justin Fields is definitely a difference maker. He is a guy that every defense you have to game plan for him. You have to have a spy, and at that point that starts opening up running game, that starts opening up passing lanes, that starts opening up deep for Cole Kmet, because them linebackers is worried about Justin Fields. So the question is, what is your thoughts about Justin Fields? Justin Fields is the future. I have bought a jersey. I bought a Justin Fields jersey.
Okay.
I was one of the critics at Ohio State, and I have been proven wrong. I still would like to see more. He still has some weaknesses, but I do love what I see from 1 through 6. We've seen a lot of weaknesses, and then we're seeing a different Justin Fields from week 7 through 13. I really want to see the next level of his passing attack. I don't have to see him run the ball anymore this season.
Nope.
I don't have to see Justin Fields. If you're listening, I don't have to see you run the ball anymore this season. I want you now. His footwork has gotten better. I want him being able to get rid of the ball. But could Justin Fields play football? Yes, he is amazing. He's setting unbelievable records, and I'm excited. Just want to see that completion percentage go up.
Definitely. He's not a perfect product by any means, but like you say, the eyes and what we're watching on TV, we haven't seen this in Chicago. And we haven't seen it. So Adi, talk to me about Justin Fields. What's your thoughts on Justin Fields after seeing him go through this season?
Well, that Green Bay game right before the bye, the Bears faced an obvious passing situation. It was 30-10 at the own 43-yard line, and the Green Bay Packers sent a nickel blitz at Justin Fields, and Sam Mustipher got beat up the middle by the defensive tackle. But Justin Fields just stepped up into the pocket, and it looked like he was about to scramble, but the defensive end had to jump on him, so he just stopped and threw a 24-yard pass to Cole Kmet for the first down. Yeah. That was my favorite player of the entire game.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, okay, yeah.
He made a decision.
Yes, he didn't just run. He
forced the run.
Yeah, and he threw the ball and threw a first down. 3rd and 10. Yeah. And so, and it's very difficult for cornerbacks to catch Justin Fields in the open field, okay? Right. So and if Justin Fields can start consistently shifting through the pressure in the pocket, not only to scramble or to run, and just to find an open man, he's going to be the Bears' first All-Pro quarterback since what? Sid Luckman, the World War II era. Okay, so I mean, it's ridiculous. He'll be an MVP candidate if he can start doing that more consistently, shifting in the pocket and things like that. So Justin Fields against Green Bay, 254 yards passing, like Marcus said, 80% completion percentage, and 10.1 yards per pass attempt. Those was all season highs for Justin Fields. And my favorite stat of the decade, Justin Fields, for his first time in his career, was not sacked. He wasn't sacked at all.
He wasn't sacked?
Against Green Bay, first time in his career. Okay,
I didn't realize that.
Yes. And that's because Justin Fields, he was leading the league in getting sacks over 4.
Well, usually when you run the ball a lot as a quarterback, you end up being the highest sack guy.
Yeah, but if you look at it, Trevor Siemian, when he came in against the Jets to start for Justin Fields, he only got sacked twice. He was letting that ball go. Maybe Justin Fields saw something, and the Jets is like a top 5 pass rushing team in the NFL. For him to only get sacked twice, that showed that, maybe Justin Fields looked at that film and was like, hey, you know what, I'm going to start releasing the ball quicker too. Right. Now, on that 1st and 10, like towards the end of the game, and when David Montgomery, Cole Kmet, and Dante Pettis was open when St. Brown was taking forever to get out of that 15-yard comeback route, when Jair Alexander had that game-clinching interception, he took forever to get out that damn route, and he should have fought for that ball more. But I think Justin Fields needed to take more accountability for the interception because it was only 1st and 10. So he could have threw to a little short game over the middle or to the sideline for 3 to 5 yards and lived to fight another day. So that's all I'm saying. And Jair Alexander, he was not in man, he was in zone. So that's what teams are going to start doing. That's the counter to Fields. You can't play man against him because he's just going to run right past you.
He's going to run right out of it.
And so they got to play. That's the counter to Fields. They playing zone against him, so he got to learn how to pick apart the zone, which he did, 80% completion percentage. He needs to do that more often, and he'll be straight.
I think with the passing, I just think as long as if they call, he's a quarterback, so he got to make the decision out there when he's out there playing. But I think if they focus more on the passing, I think he'll be better at passing. You actually saw like the game, the game. What was the game he got hurt in? The Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons.
The drive before he threw the interception, he drove him down the field by throwing the ball. Mm-hmm. He threw some darts. And then they try to run him, the quarterback sneak. I don't know. I'm like, he just showed y'all he can get down the field. Like, why not? So I think if they let him or give him more opportunity to pass, I think he'll be able to hit some of those passes. He do got to get better. I'm with you, Marcus. His completion percentage got to go up. He got to get rid of the ball just slightly quicker. Like, you got to see, as soon as that mug break, that ball should be gone. Mm-hmm. So it's more of a timing thing. But that also may be due to, like, is this receiver going to be open?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It has improved. It has improved. And I guess, where the running game went off like that, whereas maybe the passing game is not going to go, but it has improved. And I guess that's what we, as Bears fans, we have to be. It's slow progress. It's not going to happen overnight. But one thing about that zone, if you look at the Bradys, if you look at the great guys, they're great when they're playing zone. They're not scared to take those singles. Take those singles. Take those singles.
Throw the ball to the flat.
Everything don't have to be a home run or whatever. And that's what the greats do. The greats just keep hitting singles against you, and those score runs as well. In this case, those score touchdowns and first downs as well.
Justin Fields, 13 touchdowns, 10 INTs, 905 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns. So he's been spectacular. And the thing, we could say passing or scoring, but since this was 6-7 game run, since the New England Patriots, the Bears have pretty much been between 25 and 30 points every game. And what was I talking about last year? You cannot average 16 points, and obviously you can't average 30 now. I guess they still losing.
The defense is bad as
defense. But I will say this, like Justin Fields, another thing remarkable about Justin Fields, the Bears' best wide receiver, Darnell Mooney, if he was on Philly, he'd be their fourth option. Behind A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert and everything. So he's not really working with a full deck yet. So look what and then his offensive line, the Eagles' offensive line is remarkable, you know what I mean? So if he can get that, this offseason, it's going to be huge.
It's big. So you talk about offseason. So let me tell you something. You talk about a monster offseason coming up for the Chicago Bears. And also, like, Adi, I remember you was saying you didn't like the moves Ryan Poles was making. He was getting rid of everybody. Marcus, I think you was on the other side, like, well, he got to do that. It was too much money on the defense. I was kind of leaning with Marcus on this too. And I'm looking at it now. You look at the Bears now. Going forward, the future of the Chicago Bears and what Ryan Poles has done, Adi, what do you expect? What's your thoughts on Ryan Poles now and going into the future?
Well, Ryan Poles, a big mistake by Ryan Poles got me feeling uncomfortable. Drafting Kyler Gordon over George Pickens. Before the draft, everybody and their mama knew he should have been a Bear. But he passed up on it, made it seem like he didn't want to get him and everything. So since he made that mistake, he reached for Velus Butterfingers Jones in the third round. That man can't catch punts, he can't catch the ball. So hopefully he can get it together. He's a rookie, but still, he reached for Velus Jones, and that reach caused him to trade a very high second round pick for Chase Claypool. Now, Claypool, he had a very solid rookie year, his sophomore year, but now he's having a fall-off season. He's very talented. He's 6'4", 235, but I would rather have both that second-round pick and George Pickens on the Bears right now than Claypool, all right?
Okay.
Now, this free agency, for wide receivers, is not really good. No. Jacoby Myers, DJ Chark, Juju Smith-Schuster, not superstars, Right. And so he's going to Post want to use a first-round or a second-round pick on a wide receiver this offseason. So, but, like we talked about, the Bears got the most salary cap this offseason. So, and I'm really liking the right tackle options for the Bears. You got the 49ers, Mike McClinchy. You also have the Cleveland Browns, Jack Conklin. And you have the Atlanta Falcons, Caleb McGarry. All those right tackles will be free agents. Maybe the Bears can get one of those because Larry Bourne, he's been benched. I'm looking at every game. I see Riley Reef. He's in his mid-30s out there starting at right tackle. But the Raiders 2021 first-round pick, Alex Leatherwood, got like 19% of the snaps against the Green Bay Packers. So I'm predicting that he's going to get more playing time to see what he got. He's very young. Maybe he can be a right tackle for the future. But if not, the free agency for right tackle looks pretty good. So Poles, he made that big mistake at wide receiver. He needs to make up for it. This is a critical offseason.
Absolutely. But you could say he made that mistake for Pickens, but listen, the Bears, what I did like, well, you know what, Coach, I'm going to let you explain it first, then I'm going to go. So what's up with Ryan Poles? How you feeling about Ryan Poles? I remember what you said at the beginning of the season. Now that you've seen the full season and not going forward, what you thinking about Ryan Poles?
I was really excited when Ryan Poles took over. As you alluded to, you said I said that the defense had too much money, and I agree. I was all for the Khalil Mack. We went in win mode. We talked about Roquan might be out the door. I didn't know about the linebacker move. I didn't know Roquan. I don't know about that. I didn't know about that. I understood what it wanted. Roquan wanted way too much money. You wasn't gonna give him the money. You wasn't going. So he told you where he was going to put the money. But I'm still kind of confused. Where is he going to put the money? And so I'm been kind of questioning some of the moves, even though I was high on Ryan Poles pretty early, because I'm looking at this roster. As excited we are about Justin Fields, I don't know where else we're excited about. This is a very, very depleted roster. And I'm looking at our front four on defense. I'm looking at our linebacker core. And Jack Sanborn is playing his ASS off. He's still undrafted. And so everywhere I look on this defense, I was hoping we were going to bring in some guys and see some guys and say, oh, he's a starter. He's a starter. He's a starter. I don't know if we're playing, our back four we know they're going to start. Kyler Gordon.
Yeah.
We got the
Brisker Johnson.
Yeah, we got Jalen Johnson. All those guys. Yeah,
that's the best part of the team with the defense.
That's definitely the best part of the team. But
secondary.
But could they stay on the field right now? Could any of them stay on the field right now?
They get hurt a lot.
And so I'm looking at our roster. We got David Montgomery, who's going to be a free agent.
I don't think they're going to break. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we got. And so I'm worried because the most free agency money, are we going to bring in everybody new? I don't want you to go spend $156 million and bring a whole new team in. That never works.
Right.
So our GM has his hands tied. One, he has to have a great, not a good draft, he has to have a great draft. And when I say great draft, he has to bring in 2 to 3 day one starters.
Yeah.
Which, that's not hard for this team. And so when I say day one starters, not day one starters on the Bears, because he brought in an undrafted free agent that started at middle linebacker. He brought a 7th round left tackle that started.
Right.
That doesn't mean, I'm talking about NFL caliber starters, day one starters. So he has his hands full. So right now, I have a huge question mark. I have a huge question mark for this GM. This is his career that's on the line this summer. And once again, we just want to keep ascending.
Yep.
We want to keep ascending. He has to do something with this offensive line. Is Braxton Jones, is he an NFL type starter, or is he one of the best offensive linemen on the Chicago Bears? Is our D tackle that we signed because we couldn't get Ogunjobi, is he a starter on the Bears, or is he a starter in the NFL?
Well, they got Braxton Jones. They got him at Pro Football Focus. Got him ranked as number 20 amongst offensive tackles in the NFL.
And I know he's getting great. I know he's getting great grades. I do know he's getting great grades. But also, let's be honest. You watch the games. They always, and they should, smart. They always sending them help. He rarely gets one-on-one. He rarely gets one-on-one. Which, you got a rookie 7th round draft pick, you'll be a fool to let him go one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they send him a lot of help. You know what I mean? We need that left tackle where you can move some of that help somewhere else and we don't have to worry about that guy.
Yeah.
You know? And so I say this because this roster, I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. This roster is horrendous.
Yeah.
How we're in some games, I have no clue.
Yeah.
This roster is horrendous. I've been a Bears fan for a long time. And it's like one of those seasons where we're seeing numbers and I'm like, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
I cannot recognize a lot of these guys.
A lot of players I don't know.
I'm telling you, and I believe he's going to end up cutting 2 players, Cody Whitehair and Eddie Jackson, this offseason.
Oh.
I think he's going to cut both of them because he just so gung-ho about cutting Ryan Pace guys. But it's funny how the people that's killing for the Bears right now, Cole Kmet, Justin Fields, Darnell Mooney, these guys are Ryan Pace guys, but he's super thirsty to cut these guys. But it'd be more holes on the team if they cut it because Cody Whitehair and Eddie Jackson this offseason.
Well, the good news is, it's good and bad news. The good news, he has a lot of money to play with.
Yes.
And right now, despite us as being Bears fans, we don't like seeing the Bears go 3-10 right now. But this draft, the Bears is going to be no worse than the top 4 pick.
Yeah.
Top 4, right now, number 2 pick. They don't need a quarterback. They don't need a quarterback. So, Marcus, you brought up something. You said you need to find 3 to 4 people that can come in and start right now.
Right away.
Well, guess what? If the Bears got the number 2 pick, all these teams that need C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, they are going to be, the phone is going to be off the hook on the Bears. And the Bears can either take the number 2 pick or they can go get picks for this year, next year, and you will get many cracks at it to find you 3 to 4 starters.
Yeah.
You know, you can, and then hopefully he spends the money smart. Don't just go blow it just to heck because you have it. But you can go fill in for ages. But the draft is everything. The draft, because the Bears need a lot. And left tackle, you mentioned it, left tackle and a great quarterback go hand in hand. You look at all the great quarterbacks, they usually got somebody on that blind side that's protecting them and that's with them for 10 years. 10, 15 years. So what I do like, I feel like if he does it right, if he drafts good, he picks up free agents, the key free agents.
About 3 starters.
The Bears, this won't just be a 1-year thing.
Right.
This could be a 5. This could be like a 7 to 10 year. Where I'm not saying we're gonna win a Super Bowl, but every year we're gonna be in the playoffs. We always gonna be in the hunt.
Yeah.
We know we're gonna have a chance every year.
Right.
That's what you want to do, because when you got a great quarterback, Justin Fields ain't great yet, but he's on his way. But if you got a really good quarterback, you want that quarterback to be with you, and you want to. I think if he does it right, they have a chance to be good for a long time.
And so some of his free agent pickups, I understand his free agent pickups. Getting Equinez, St. Brown, Luke Getsy, bringing over some of his guys to help teach the offense. Bringing over Lucas Patrick. On defense, bringing over the Muhammad kid at the end.
Yeah.
So these guys was to help teach the system.
Yeah.
But now we gotta go with some talent.
Yeah, definitely.
We gotta get some talent, because these guys, we seen why they were 3rd and 2nd strings on these winning teams like the Colts and the Green Bay Packers.
Right.
But now, hopefully the system, we got enough guys that got the system.
They got the system.
They got the system. Now it's time to add some talent to that. So it might have worked. It might end up being an A grade bringing these guys in, help teach the system to help, because I don't know how you feel, but the coaching is not lacking.
No, it's not.
Coaching is not lacking.
It's not lacking. I agree.
Coaching is not lacking.
I like the coaching. I'm not gonna lie. I like the
coaching.
coaching.
Is not lacking.
Yeah. Eberflus is doing a pretty decent job. They don't have like you said, they don't have no damn talent.
The talent.
But like Roach brought up a good point. I just think they're in a position, if they do get the number 2 pick, they trade back, because what Marcus said, the roster is so depleted. We would love to have Will Anderson. One of those guys.
That's just one player.
Carter kid from Georgia.
I would love to have those guys, but we got so many holes. Trading back to get a whole lot more draft, because we got 2 4th-round picks because of the Robert Quinn trade. Roquan Smith gave us a 2nd-round pick, and we also got 2 5th-round picks because of the Roquan Smith trade. And teams like the Saints, Tampa Bay, Colts, Washington, Seattle, those teams need quarterbacks for the future. And so those teams probably gonna be picking like 10 to 20, 8 to 20, and they be like, hey, look, we give you.
Well, Seattle had the number 3 pick. They got to pick
because they got Denver's pick. But we can get one of these teams that's not able to get Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud, that want to trade up and give us a boatload of picks, and then, like you said, get more cracks at more swings at it.
More lottery tickets. That's
So
more lottery tickets you got, the better chance.
And also spilling that free agency money, because I'm looking at defensive tackles. The Phillies, Javon Hargrave is a free agent. Philly also got James Bradbury, the cornerback is free agent. I don't know if they can pay everybody because of this having this great season. Dalvin Thompson for the Vikings, the defensive tackle. Deron Payne from Washington is a free agent. You got Yannick Ngakoue, who has 8.5 sacks this year. Marcus Davenport from the Saints is the free agent. So D-line, they can spend some money on that D-line and on the defense, and then in the draft they can start looking at wide receiver.
Wide receiver and left tackle. I think offense. You want to get that all. Look, when you got a quarterback, like we don't. As fun as it is to watch Justin Fields run the ball, it's fantastic. It's must-see TV. Look, that's a recipe for getting hurt.
But you know what? Oh boy, Braxton Jones. We're going to see it because against Green Bay, they didn't allow no sacks. That was a great game. Hopefully they can build off that. We'll see if Braxton Jones, 5th-round pick from Southern Utah.
Yeah.
So, he might be that hidden gem, because Charles Leno was a 7th-round pick.
Yes, and it possibly is. I'm ready to find out, is these guys starters on the Bears, or is they NFL starters? You understand what I'm saying? Because some of the, and I don't know that, and I would love to. I want to find out, like you said, I want to find out this year. Are you just Jack Sanborn? Could he start for anybody else, or is he just starting for us? Which he's making an impact. Yeah. He's definitely got a roster spot. He definitely have a roster spot. Right. But if Jack Sanborn's your middle linebacker,
and you can get like 15 tackles, man.
You got to get tackled eventually, so he's got to put his hand on somebody and say, that's my tackle.
We can make some plays out there, though.
No, I think the Bears, but this is a very important. This is, like you said, this is Ryan Poe's most important offseason. Because I think with all the moves, even if they have a really great draft, I don't think they're going to be next year. They're going to be fighting for the playoffs. They might not be. Yeah. I think this is another 2 years of where you will see the Bears. You'll see them like, okay, they ready to go. So this is the most important draft because you You got rid of everybody. You cleared up all that cap space.
He hasn't done anything. Ryan Poles hasn't done it. Brisker is the guy I like. I like Brisker. You know, he's solid, but I don't really see. He hasn't done anything. So I want to see him bring some dogs in here.
Well, he did do something. He got rid of all that salary. That salary. That's something.
That's easy.
That's not. He got pitched for him.
So how do you grade Kyler Gordon?
Kyler Gordon. I mean, his coverage skills, man. I don't like his coverage skills. I like his tackling. I like his. He comes up there like against the Lions when he blitzed my boy Jared Goff, and he missed him on the blitz, and Goff got away. I don't know how you missed Jared Goff, and then he run out of bounds and he hit him late out of bounds, and that led to the. Then the Lions came back and beat us and stuff like that. I don't like his coverage skills, man. He needs to improve. I'd rather have George Pickens.
I thought he got better I thought he was getting better as the season went on.
I like him. He definitely was horrible to begin.
Yeah.
I like his coverage skills. You got to remember, in which any rookie did. He was like one of the most targeted guys to start the year off. Jalen Johnson had no targets at one point. Jalen Johnson had no targets at one point. So if he could continue to improve, and I remember last year when the Bears defense was good, I'm not gonna say great, it was the corners that killed him late in games.
Yeah.
So I do think they have upgraded. I think they have upgraded at that position. And even though they could still use a corner because they say Kyler is more comfortable in the nickel.
Yeah.
They say he's more comfortable, but he is one of the most targeted.
Yeah.
They're going to need, because it looked like Vildor been benched. So, because he had a horrible game against the Jets. Yeah. So, they're going to have to get another starting corner on the outside. Kyler Gordon as nickel.
In this NFL, you need
three. Yeah. So, hopefully the Bears can take advantage of this situation. Take advantage of having these high draft picks. Take advantage of this salary cap space they have, and we'll see. And take advantage of having what we got, Martin, a QB1. Yeah. I don't know how to act. It's just I'm watching the game, we lose it, but I'm still happy because he's still playing good. Like, despite all the stuff going on with the roster, he is showing up, and so which is superstar.
We are definitely getting what we asked for. Two things we wanted. We knew the roster was bad. We wanted a high draft pick, but we also wanted to make sure our quarterback could play.
Yep.
So right now, we're getting the best thing because the average Bear fan right now want to see Justin Fields play good, and at the last minute lose the game.
y'all called it on the previous show when Deshaun Watson was messing up when he was killing with the team.
I told you.
But at the last minute, find a way to get that out.
Find a way to get that.
That's what's going on right now.
Exactly what's happening.
Hey, I'm Zach Rose. This is my partner, Adi Wally. Shout out to Coach Martin Sploy for coming on here and talking Bears football with us. We out.